A day in the life of electrician, a Monday morning to be exact. Well, this morning I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 jobs to do today, which I might be cutting myself a little bit fine, but we'll see. The first one's to change a light. Fantastic, get in there, change a light, give myself about an hour. The second one is to go over to a bungalow to take some sockets off the wall because they're putting a chimney breast on there, so you need to take them just to rip the sockets out. Third is to go over and look at some lighting jobs over at a car garage. And then the fourth is some fault finding on a lighting circuit that keeps tripping out the front of the house lights. So let's hope we get them done. Let's go. Yeah, well, that was a good start. I wrote the address down wrong because this was a new customer that came through Google, and the lady had a bit of an accent, so I wrote it down School Lane. It wasn't, it was Squirrel Gardens. So I had to text her to find out what the actual address was because, yeah, I turned up at the wrong house. So this is where we're going to be changing the light, just a ceiling rose. It's a new build, so it's nice and easy. Look at that, just a live and neutral up there. And this is what we're going to be putting up. A small chandelier, she said, with 1,000 bleeding crystals on it. But we got it done. Some of them lamps don't fit in the bottom, so we're not putting them in, but there's plenty of lamps on there anyway. Check out them crystals. I have to hang each one individually. And I think this lamp might have been second hand because them little bits that hook them on, yeah, I had to make my own one because one of them was missing. The customer was very happy with her beautiful light. Done and dusted. First job of the day, out by 9:15, and that job is gonna snowball because she was asking about downlight, she was asking about moving her light to be above the table. So yeah, that is gonna be a bit more work out of that customer. And it's a new build, so I don't mind doing new builds. Yeah, it'll work quite well, quite easy to do, I think, in a new build. Everything's fresh. So here we go, on to the next. Right, here we are at the next one, and all we want to do here is take that out and that out because we're putting a chimney breast in there, and luckily, look at that, the loft is right there, and being a lanky git I can reach, I can get straight up there to pull them out. So let's get this one done and on to the next. So I want to make sure that these are fed directly, oh bleeding it, let me get this off, from the top. So look, that's a 4mm radial. I go in and out and then up to that one. So in and out, and it goes straight up there. How do I know it goes straight up there? Because I've wired this bungalow, I don't know, 5 years ago, something like that. And I put the 4mm radials in. So we just need to get rid of, oh, sugar. There we go, get rid of that TV point. That was a waste of time because he never used it. Complete waste of time, there's nothing in there, look. Yeah, to disconnect that and pull it back up into that loft. There we go, RCD off. Ready to disconnect. Right, so ideally, if I can pull, nope. Oh, no, they're not going to pull up. That one. The only thing is, I know this guy's got dogs. I need to get through here to the fuse board. So I'm going to see how these dogs go. Be quiet, be right. Just be quiet. Because I think they're quite vicious. Just check, make sure they are. Right, guys. Oh no, here he comes. You're not vicious at all, are you guys? Good boy. And I know this house well because, well, I wired it years ago. And I put this curve board in. Yes, it has basics, MCBs, and it's dual RCD. This is how long ago it was. It was a long time ago. But this was interesting house because this is completely off grid. It's by wind turbine and generator. And then what I did as well, rather than having that booster in the loft, we put it all to one local point. So then you don't have to go in the loft to mess around with your booster if your booster goes wrong. But obviously that's been here for donkeys now. I don't know, I put it in first. It looks like the original one I put in. But yeah, so that's another job done. On to go look at this garage. Just packing away, and he turns up. Nice one. So I had a quick cup of tea. And now we are a bit early, but we're off to the next job, which is the car garage, because they want some lights replacing, and then one of them staying on all the time, which I'm assuming is going to be a photo cell. So we could probably sort that out now. Well, I was there a little bit longer than expected because, yeah, all I wanted was a few LED lights to replace the sodium lights that are broken, and then I've got to make something up for a sign light, which, yeah, a little bit of an exciting job, but not a bad idea. I can do that. But then also the Kawasaki centre next door said we need an EICR. I said, yep, I can do that, and then went and had a look at that as well. So it escalates work, doesn't it? Good little visit today. So I've got to give them a quote for that work to be done, and then we'll do that another day. Keeps us busy. And now I think I'm ahead of schedule. I can go and see that fault. But first things first, get some lunch. Something's got to be wrong with this. What the hell is that? Oh, that's one way of making it IP rated, eh? Now I know the electrician didn't do this. Surely, because he wanted a little gateway there. That's gone through that, and yeah, like down to here. Clipped it along and more like something my dad would do. So basically the moral of the story is, if you've got old light fittings that you don't use anymore and cameras and stuff, take them down, because they'll only cause you problems in the long run. Look at that, no doubt that was tripping something. Well, it was, that's why I'm here. But let's get rid of these, make sure this is all lit. Hide them out of the way to the scrap men. And that, as they say, for a Monday morning, Monday afternoon, what's it, 2:30? Electrician's day, that's a wrap.